Hello, everyone. Today we have the honor to have Sugarland runoff mayor candidate Carol McCutcheon with us. Today actually is the second day of runoff election in Sugarland. So it's a very good time that we get to talk to her. Carol, thank you for talking to us.
Well, thank you for the invitation. I appreciate it.
Sure. First, congratulations on your victory of this primary election. Would you tell us what you have been through in this primary election?
Well, first of all, there were 6 candidates in the race. And so after the general election, we're now down to 2 candidates. So we have a runoff. So I'm really excited to be one of those two.
Oh, that's great. Well, tell me, what inspired you to run for mayor position, and what make you the best choice of this runoff election?
Well, I have been on city council for 8 years, longer than any other current council member. And I've been a community leader in Sugarland for 32 years. And I've got a bachelor's and a master's degree in chemical engineering and an MBA. And so the engineering degree is important because it gives me a practical, solutions oriented approach to city leadership. And then we have a budget of $569 million. So having a business degree is very important to manage all of that. Oh. And so I've been in the Sugarland 101, which is a really wonderful program. I think you've been in that too.
Yes.
And then I was a graduate of the Sugarland Citizens Police Academy, the Citizens Fire Academy, and the Citizens Airport Academy. And I'm a graduate of the Fort Bend Leadership Forum, Leadership Houston, Leadership Texas, and Leadership America. And I was named as a Fort Bend Woman of the Year in 2003. And then I was named as one of Houston's 50 most influential women in 2022. So I've been serving the city for many, many decades, and I really love our city.
Yeah, sounds like Carol, you have been in all the education programs you can be.
Every one of them like that.
This is very much like an Asian or Chinese American like to study, right? Continuously improve ourselves. So, if you were elected, what is your top priorities?
Well, my number one priority is public safety. I want to keep Sugarland a safe place to live, work, and raise a family. And it's important for our first responders to have the training that they need to keep themselves safe so they can keep us safe, and to have the resources that they need to do so.
Yeah, Sugarland is ranked as one of the best cities in the country to live in. So to have a mayor of the city is very important for all the citizens. So what would you do to maintain or improve the quality of life for the citizens of Sugarland?
Sugarland is a really wonderful place to live. I think it's just a rare gem of a city. So it's just important to keep our infrastructure maintained, and also to have our parks well maintained too. So it's important to have those beautiful green spaces so families can go out and enjoy the outdoors together.
Yeah. So in terms talking about improve infrastructure and traffic, what kind of plans do you have?
Well, a bond election was passed in 2024, back in November, and there are funds to work on our public safety facilities, so we can have our responders can train in Sugarland as opposed to having to go outside the city. And we also have money for drainage because homes flooded during Hurricane Harvey, and then also during the May 2019 rain event. So we want to keep working on drainage projects, so if there are any more of these major rain events in the future, homes won't flood. And it's important to keep our roads maintained, and then also our sidewalks. We've got so many beautiful trees in the city, but they also result in uneven sidewalks, which are safety hazards. So we want to keep those maintained as well. So, and then we have a new animal shelter that we're going to be constructing, because our old one has been outgrown for some time. So, and people have a lot of, I guess, importance with animals and want to make sure they're well cared for too. So we will be building a new animal shelter that'll be done within the next several years.
Wow, sounds great. A city's growth is very important for all of us as citizens. So what would you manage in terms of city's growth while balancing the community characters?
Well, I think creating opportunity growth is first and foremost very important. So we need to continue to attract as well as as retain new large businesses. But I also think it's important to be able to attract and support small businesses as well. And I would like to see us have additional engagement with the Fort Bend Small Business Development Center. They provide free mentoring services for small businesses and other services. So I would like for us to, I said, further utilize that and support those small businesses. And so with respect to population growth, it's very important that there be robust citizen engagement and that growth be done in a way that's balanced with community values and community expectations.
Sugar Land has a large, diverse population, especially Asian population, including Chinese American communities. So what will your leadership reflect the diversity of the city?
One thing I'd like to do that hasn't been done before is to have some sort of a monthly roundtable, and each month have a different topic. And so citizens can come in and interact on that topic. And so I think it would be wonderful to have a Chinese American roundtable one time, well, many times, but start with that and get the input from the community to see, what do you all want? And the other thing is we have the opportunity for citizens to serve on different boards and commissions. And also, as I mentioned before, Sugarland 101 and the different citizens committees. And so I'd like to get the word out to the Chinese Americans to make sure that they're aware of the opportunities to participate in these programs. And then once you participate in those programs, then it sets you up to apply and be selected for the different boards and commissions. And I think it's important for the boards and commissions to reflect the diversity of our city.
Yeah. So actually, a lot of Asian or Chinese Americans may have this misconception. Sounds like only the people who know the mayor maybe get selected to serve on the board. As you heard from Carol, actually there's channels you can get trained, and then you can apply to serve on different positions. So as Carol said, that there will be channels to communicate with citizens if she were elected as a mayor. So you can have more opportunity to participate in the city management, get your wishes or to be known by the city, by the mayor. So please join in this election to elect your mayor so that your voice got heard. So last but not least, I want to ask you, what would you like the voters to understand most about you that they may not have known yet?
Well, I think it's really important to maintain the tax rate as low as possible. So our residents want to have a high level of services and to keep everything really beautiful and to keep their property values up. But at the same time, we need to be very careful about spending. And I'm very physically responsible in my spending. And so I want to be able to keep the tax rate as low as we possibly can. And so that's a very important thing to balance. So but I have the knowledge, experience, and leadership skills needed to keep Sugarland strong and vibrant. I have a proven track record of getting things done, and I have a strategic vision for our city. I want to keep Sugarland a welcoming place for people of all backgrounds to call home. And so as we talked about, early voting is underway right now, and it goes through Tuesday. So there are 4 locations in Sugarland. You can vote at City Hall, or the Sugarland Branch Library at 550 Eldridge. You can also vote at the Kroger in Riverstone or the Maryam Islamic Center. So those are the 4 early voting locations through Tuesday. They're open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. during the week, Saturday 8 to 5, and they're closed on Sunday. And then the election day will be Saturday, June 7th from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. And there'll be additional polling locations open on election day. So I ask everyone for your vote and support to elect me as the next mayor of Sugarland.
Yes, as you have listened, there are 6 days left. Please come and join us. Elect the mayor who will hear your voice. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Carol.
Thank you so much. I enjoyed it.